What's going on everyone, Alex here. So today I want to take you through the new desk that I picked up. Now, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I had the classic IKEA Alex drawers with the Linman tabletop on top. Great desk setup, really like it, but I wanted a sit-stand desk for a few reasons. One, I just think they're pretty cool and I wanted one. Two, I work from home 100% of the time, so I thought investing in a good desk would be worth it for my health. And yeah, I've not got the best posture at the moment, so maybe standing will promote me to have a bit better posture. So first things first, I know you can see the cable management is atrocious, and I've done that on purpose because I'm going to do a full video on my process to actually manage the cables, so I want them looking kind of as bad as possible at the start of that video. I have a few things ordered that I'm waiting to come in before I actually fully do that. And I want to have the desk properly set up before and have everything in its proper place before I actually set the cables up below. So that's why it's a mess. I know it's disgusting, but it'll get sorted eventually. Okay, so looking at the desk that I went for the Jarvis bamboo version, and you can get the Jarvis frame on its own, but I wanted to upgrade my desktop as well, so I went for the bamboo version, and I also upgraded it to the dark bamboo version. Extra €40, very annoying that I had to pay extra €40, but I just prefer the look of it and I'll be happy with it long term that I went for the darker version. Then looking at the frame, you can get it in loads of different colours. I went for the black version again, and it actually comes in 3 different height adjustments. So the standard one goes from 75 centimeters up to 124 centimeters. Then the one that I went for, which is the 3-stage, and apparently it's most popular, of course it is because it's extra, it says that on the website, goes from 64 centimeters right up to 129. I just went for that because, I don't know, I just thought it said most popular and I went for it. Probably never need to go that low, and I'll probably never need to go that high, but it's there and I have it. And the other option is a 3-stage low frame, so in case you need a lower frame, it goes from 57 centimeters up to 109. So it's quite a low setting, but caters to someone who needs that. Then in terms of the handset, again, I went for the upgraded version because the standard one is just an up and down arrow, and that's probably fine, but the upgraded one has this memory switch that I'm sure you're aware of, you've seen on most desks, where you can program up to 4 different pre-set heights, and you tap the button and it goes directly to that height. And I just think that's better. Like, it should be standard. It's annoying that it's not standard because everyone wants it, I'm pretty sure. And then that's it, that's all I went for. There's loads of different options. You can get casters on the bottom, you can get different cable management things. Obviously you can get them separately, which I'll get onto later on, and you can get different mats and stuff like that. But that's the desk that I went for, and I'm really happy with it. So delivery was great on the desk, which I was really happy with. That was something that I was worried about. It says 5 to 10 days on the website, and it took a few days till it actually shipped, and then it was 6 days from the date that it shipped. And one thing that I was happy with when it arrived was the legs are actually really heavy. It can hold up to like 158 kilos, so I'd expect them to be heavy. But yeah, that's something that I wanted because you do want the desk to be nice, strong and sturdy. So building the desk was actually really easy as well. It was very straightforward. Fully have a really good video on their YouTube channel, a step-by-step guide going through each step, and yeah, it's very straightforward. Obviously I got the desk from Fully, and that meant that all the holes were pre-drilled in it, which made it even easier. But I'd imagine if you got your own desktop, it wouldn't be that difficult lining it up. I was really impressed with the control panel. It's very smooth, and it kind of, you press it, it moves the desk, and then as you let go, it kind of slowly stops it, which is really nice. It doesn't just jam stopped and move everything or shake everything. It's really slow and controlled. Also, there's an anti-collision detection, which is really good if you have stuff around the desk, or I don't know, something is in the way. If it feels enough pressure, it'll stop and go down a couple of centimeters, or vice versa. If it feels a bit of pressure underneath, it'll stop and kind of move up, which is really good. If you have a drawer underneath, it won't just keep going and destroy the motor. Also on the desk, it comes with 2 grommet holes. You can pick the colors of them. I went for black as well. You have the option to upgrade it to a power grommet. I decided against it because I'm going to stick a power brick below the desk, so I won't need one on top. So one of the most important things when you're buying a standing desk is how sturdy it is when it's at the highest position. And I'm pretty sure most desks, when they're like 120 centimeters high, are going to shake and are going to wobble. But this does depend on the flooring that you have. Now I'm in a bedroom here with a pretty thick carpet, so like it has no chance of being super sturdy, which is a little bit annoying, but when I'm standing there and typing, which is what I do most of the time, it's not that bad. If I do shake it, as you can see here, it is pretty bad and the desk does wobble a good bit. So if you need a really strong and sturdy desk, this probably isn't for you, or else you need to make sure you have it on a hard surface. It might be a bit better. Okay, so I'm just here filming the kind of how sturdy the desk is, and this is it at my desk height that I usually sit at. So it's 29.4 inches, and as you can see, like, there's a bit of a shake, and that's gonna happen. It's a given. It's on a carpet, so it's quite a bit of a shake, but obviously when I'm typing, it's okay. But then if I raise it up to my standing position, alright, so this is at my standing position now, and it is 44.7 inches, so pretty high, but if you can see here, pretty big wobble. You can see my laptop there, it's completely shaking. Now that's obviously me trying. Back and forth is actually, it's quite bad, if I'm being honest. Again, typing is okay, I don't mind that, it's fine. But if you were to be doing anything and you wanted it to be really steady, it's just not. Pretty simple. Then if I go up to the highest setting, so I'd never really have it up at this high setting, but if we go up, it's 51.1 inches, and you can see here if I just do like a tiny little, like I'm using my finger, and the whole thing's shaking. So okay, so there you go, that's the stability or lack of. Again, it doesn't bother me too much because I'm just typing and using my mouse, and I'm never actually doing anything other than that really, so it's quite sturdy for me. But again, when you do shake it straight away at this high setting, like I'm barely doing anything there and it's completely shaking. So I'm going to look into see how I can maybe stabilize it a bit more, put something underneath it so that the carpet isn't giving so much cushion, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, worth noting, it's not that stable on carpet. Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps up this video. As I said, I only picked this up a couple of weeks ago, and I've actually only used it for the last week. First impressions are really good. I really like it. I'm very impressed with the build quality, but I will hold off on my overall judgment for a couple of months until I've used it consistently for a long time. If I have missed anything, be sure to ask it down in the comments. I reply to every comment, and I'd be happy to help you if you do need any help. And yeah, thanks a mil for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.